Hello, everyone. Just doing some quick preliminary setup stuff, and I will be with you in just a moment. Be right back. Taking a little sip of my Olipop here. I don't drink soda anymore, just prebiotics and probiotics that are fizzy. Excuse me, let me back away from the microphone. Oop, went down the wrong pipe. Excuse me. I just came from a very uh came in from the outside. It's very hot outside. Had a very outdoorsy type day, working out in the garden. As some of you know, my husband and I are trying to get a perennial edible garden together. Basically, plug and play, and or I should say, set. It's a type of set it and forget it garden. And once you get a edible perennial garden going, all you have to do is feed it. You don't have to replant again. And for people like us who are busy, trying to grow a creative business, creating content, doing activities like this on Whatnot, we need a garden that tends to itself. Plus, we have a lot of wild plants that produce fruits and veggies for us. And so we let those go. Our homestead is pretty wild, and we're proud of that. Welcome, welcome. So I'm glad to see a few people have entered. Welcome, welcome, Emily, Ema, and what is a raid? Tell me what that is. I'm new to Whatnot, so I'm not sure what a raid is. I see it in my options when I close out of a stream. Sure, I can follow you, Emily's Creations. Let's see. Okay, thank you for the follow. Emily's Creations. I am following you now. Ha ha ha. Scary. I'll be looking at your stuff, Emily. Barbie doll, welcome. Folks, I'm going to open my YouTube so that I can see what's going on in my YouTube chat. And Pexi15, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate that. I'm going to open up my YouTube chat and then we shall be ready to begin. Emily, I think I'm already following you. Let me see. Yeah, it says following. No co-host? No, I don't have a co-host. Not yet, anyways. I want to get my partner in crime involved in these streams in the future. That would be my mother Illuminata. But so far no co-hosts. Not for today. Okay. Well, I'm gonna move forward with today's plan, Emily. Just because I have a few things on the docket, I'm gonna look at what this raid stuff is off of the live so that no, I probably don't understand what you're saying, Emily, because again, I'm new to this platform, and but I'll look into what this raid stuff is and how it works, and But I want to keep my stream as organized as possible. And so I will take a look at that off the live, and we can communicate via text, so you can explain all of this stuff to me if you have time. All right. I'm going to hold off on that, Emily. Let's chat after the live, and you can explain to me everything via chat. Okay, I'm opening up my YouTube, folks. I will be right back. I'm still here, just opening up my YouTube. Okay. YouTube. Okay, let's see. I should see my stream live on YouTube. Let me see if I have any of my YouTube friends on right now. All right, and let me separate it from this screen here. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. I'm gonna expand this window so I can see my YouTube chat. Hopefully in the future, Whatnot will integrate the chat of other platforms onto the same screen, so we don't have to have multiple devices going on. That would be ideal. Okay. Okay. I see that I have 3 watchers on YouTube. Feel free to say hello in the chat. Welcome, I love is 73. Welcome, Logan Lego. Thank you for being here. You're gonna sub? Awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. Okay. 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 So, folks, Peter. Hello, Peter. Thank you so much for joining me on this type of stream. And so, yeah, this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. Alrighty. So, let us begin. So, let me start with a formal hello. Hey there, fellow artists. My name is Liza. I'm your enthusiastic multimedia artist and maker, and I'm absolutely thrilled to welcome you to my weekly virtual craft market right here on Whatnot. You can join me every Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time for a chill shopping or window shopping experience, where I showcase my whimsical mal de ojo jewelry. And hopefully, if I can get the shipping details hashed out, rustic fretless cigar box guitars. A huge shout out to my fabulous friends tuning in on YouTube. Thank you for supporting both my channels. How does this help my channel? Folks, this helps my YouTube channel watch time, which is very hard to get if you're just producing fixed videos. So, this is by you being here and participating in the chat. My artists on YouTube, you are helping out both my YouTube and Whatnot channels. So thank you very much. And thank you, Whatnot folks, for being here. I really appreciate you being here as well. All right. So, yeah, Thank you for supporting both of my channels. Let's get a conversation going here on both chats if we can. So, here's what's up on the show today. If you're in search for truly one of a kind jewelry pieces that are guaranteed to spark conversations that begin like, where in the hell did you get that? You're in the right place. Today, I'm excited to showcase a selection of my enchanting eye amulets, crafted in collaboration with my incredibly talented mom, Illuminada. What a great name for an artist, right? My mom, like me, is a multifaceted artist. I owe my creative spirit to her. Our journey in crafting has spanned many years and countless artisanal markets in Miami and in North Florida, making us seasoned veterans in the craft fair scene. But as some of you know, we are currently experimenting with this platform and are loving it so far. So cool. Now, welcome, Podang. Welcome back. Kyle, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Do we have any new people on YouTube? Alrighty. Okay, so let's dive into the inspiration behind the jewelry you're gonna see today. Our eye amulets are our unique interpretation of the mal de ojo or evil eye amulets, which has been traditionally worn to ward off curses and negative energies. For anyone who is curious, amulets are used to ward off negative energies, while talismans are used to attract positive energies. Excuse me. In Latin American culture, mal de ojo amulets have a rich history designed specifically to protect against the unintentional curses cast by the eyes of those who are jealous or envious of you. We've got a few unique mal de ojo designs on the docket today. We've got fish eyes, we've got gator eyes, we got dragon eyes that stare back, and we have owl eyes today as well, thus throwing back the curse at the caster. Very cool, huh? Welcome, I can't pronounce your name, ODS Vardigans. Welcome, and welcome, Amber. Nice to see you in my YouTube chat. Ooh, I'm looking forward to today's conversations for sure. By the way, Peter, the reason I am not appearing on camera today, if you didn't catch the very, very, very beginning of the stream as I was setting up, I was working outside today. Usually on Sundays, I do a lot of gardening out on the homestead, and I am in no condition to be on camera. So I like to present myself at my best. So, and not at my best today. You could probably see the dirt in my fingernails because I was out in the garden. I shouldn't have shown you that. I should have washed my hands and taking a look at my fingernails before coming onto the live, but now you guys know. I was gardening today. Nice, good, clean soil, organic garden, by the way. Organic. I only garden organically. I don't want to be eating poison, okay? And so, anyways, um, before presenting our Mal de Ojo jewelry today, I was curious to learn more about the history of the type of jewelry we make. So I asked Gemini, which is Google's AI personal assistant, to provide information on the history of evil eye jewelry and its relevance today. And I've found that AI technology, although still in its infancy, is a great aggregator of information and can significantly, really reduce research time. I wish I had this in graduate school, folks. Oh my God. Anyways, I was impressed by what I shared. Um, I was impressed by what it shared about the origins of modern, excuse me, blah, 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 blah. Speaking is hard. I was impressed by what it found out about the origins and about the modern significance of evil eye and mal de ojo jewelry. So check this out. I want to read this little blurb for you. Okay. Okay. Rosaline, Lil Slipped, Rebecca, welcome to my Whatnot channel. Okay, so the history of Evil Eye jewelry, um, and its modern significance. This is what it spit out. The history of Evil Eye jewelry is rich and spans across many cultures and millennia. Here's a breakdown. Origins. Ancient Mesopotamia. The earliest evidence of the belief in the evil eye dates back to about 5,000 years to the Upper Paleolithic age. Written records in Sumerian cuneiform from ancient Mesopotamia, modern day Iraq, around 300 BCE mentions an eye adger believed to inflict evil. Archaeological findings from the region include alabaster idols with incised eyes and eye-shaped amulets. In ancient Greek and Rome, the concept was well established in classical antiquity. Ancient Greek literature from the 6th century BC mentions the evil eye. I'm going to try to pronounce this correctly. I don't have a Greek heritage, so I am probably going to mess this up. Apologies to anyone who is Greek. um, Bascania. I hope I said that right. They use blue and white eye shaped pendants and other items to protect against it, mainly protect against the evil eye. Romans also embraced the belief with the oculus designed um, with the oculus design appearing on various objects. Peter says, I know many people with evil eyes. Yep, I think we all know many people with evil eyes. Thus the popularity of this jewelry. I mean, I make this just for fun, but what I try to do is steer clear of people who are negative with negative energies. All right? Um yeah, don't let people steal your energy, folks. Don't let them do it. All right. Anyways, spread through cultures. The belief in the evil eye and the use of protective amulets spread throughout the Mediterranean region, the Balkans, Eastern Europe, in the Middle East, Central Asia, South Asia, Africa, the Caribbean, and Latin America. Early amulets. Older versions of the protective symbol were often made of ceramic or clay. With the development of glass making, the Mediterranean around 1500 BC, glass evil eye beads became popular among various ancient civilizations like the Egyptians, Phoenicians, Persians, Arabs, Greeks, Romans, and Ottomans. Very interesting. And so we're coming to the modern age. Evolution and cultural significance. The Bankugu, I hope I said this right. In Turkey and Greece, the Nazar Bankugu, or Turkish eye bead, became a prominent symbol, characterized by a dark eye against a blue background. It's believed to ward off evil by staring back at the malevolent gaze. The color blue is often associated with good karma, positive energies, and protection. Interesting that. Variations across cultures. While the core belief remains similar, different cultures have their own names and variations of the evil eye and its protective amulets. For example, the malocchio, okay, it's Italian. Malocchio in Italy, mal de ojo in Spain. I'm not going to I'm not gonna try to pronounce these other names in other traditions. Um, in Islamic and Jewish culture, the Hamsa hand, sometimes featuring an eye, serves a similar protective purpose. Materials and forms. Over time, evil eye amulets evolved from simple clay and ceramic to more elaborate forms incorporated into jewelry made out of various materials, including precious metals and gemstone. Well, you won't find this on my channel today, folks. I we make our mal de ojo amulets with painted fish tank glass and polymer clay. So no precious metals here today. So if you're looking for jewelry with precious metals in here, um, go explore other channels, folks. This is more. These are more artistic pieces. The value comes from the art and the effort put into the art, and not so much the materials they're made out of. Anyway, um, Peter says blue eye beads are extremely popular in Greece to this day. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. All right. Welcome, Michelle. Welcome. All right. And so, relevance today. Despite its ancient origins, evil eye jewelry remains incredibly relevant today for several reasons. Enduring belief. All right. The fundamental human emotion of envy and ill will persist. Obviously, we all know that. And many people continue to believe in the power of the evil eye and the need for protection against it. Symbol of protection. Wearing evil eye jewelry is still seen by many as a way to deflect negative energies, bad luck, and harm. It offers psychological comfort and a sense of security. Fashion trend, of course. In recent years, evil eye jewelry has become significant global fashion trend. Celebrities, influencers, everyday individuals wear it as a stylish accessory. High-end designers and affordable brands alike feature evil eye motifs in necklaces, bracelets, rings, and earrings, obviously. Cultural connections. For many, wearing evil eye jewelry is a way to connect with the cultural heritage and traditions. It serves as a reminder of ancient beliefs and offers a sense of identity. This AI breakdown is very, very detailed. Um, Meaningful gift. Evil eye jewelry is often given as a gift to newborns. And I know that to be true. In Cuba, the uh, the form of the evil eye jewelry that is put on newborns is called azabache. It's like a little stone. I don't know what the stone is made out of. It's a black stone, and it's carved, so it has a lot of facets, and you're supposed to pin it on the newborn to give it protection from mal de ojo. Um, so yeah, That is true. Okay, so newborns, new homeowners, or those embarking on a new journey, symbolizing love, well wishes, and protection. Versatility. The evil eye symbol is versatile and can be incorporated in various jewelry styles from traditional to modern, making it appealing to a wide range of people. And spiritual significance, of course. Beyond protection, some believe that the evil eye can bring good luck, promote positive energy, and enhance spiritual awareness. In conclusion, says Gemini, evil eye jewelry has a long and fascinating history rooted in ancient beliefs about malevolent gazes and the need for protection. Its continued relevance today is a testament to the enduring nature of these beliefs, combined with its adoption as a stylish and meaningful accessory in modern fashion. Okay, so what did you all think of that AI breakdown of Mal de Ojo jewelry? I was thrown aback by, first of all, how well written it was, and then how it aggregated all of this information into one coherent piece. It's incredible. I've saved it, by the way. Welcome, welcome, Aquila Tequila. Aquila Tequila, welcome. Awesome. How are you doing, YouTube? Anyway, moving on forward. Hey, am I a little. Oh no, I'm fine. I'm framed correctly. It just seemed like I wasn't framed correctly on YouTube. Anyway, now we're finally ready to relax and take a look at our eye amulets, true embodiments of creativity and tradition. Now, I want to take a vote in the chat, both in the YouTube chat and in here on Whatnot. Which eyes shall we begin with? I have dragon eyes, I have gator eyes, I have fish eyes, and I have owl eyes. What shall we start with? People in the chat, let me know. What shall we start with? Dragons, gators, fish, owls. Let me know. I need your vote. I need your vote, folks. Vote in the chat. Peter, if you're still there, I need your vote. Amber, if you're still there, I need your vote. Logan, if you're still there, I need your vote. Peter says owl. All right, we have one vote for owl, folks. One vote for owl. Shall we begin for owl, or do we have other suggestions? What would you like to see? What not, folks? Uh, Rosaline, Rebecca, Michelle, Aquila Tequila, let me know in the chat what would you like to see. Would you like to see dragons, gators, fish, or owls? What shall we see in a few minutes? We have one vote for owl. One vote for owl. Peter, you're winning in the vote because no one else has voted. Don't be shy, folks. Don't be shy. Please vote. Okay. So Peter says owl. So we shall begin with um our owl amulets. Here we go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, they're big and they stare back. Behold, our owl eye amulets. And so, how do we make these? Thank you, Peter. How do we make these? So this is a big piece of fish tank glass. And what we do is we paint them with sparkly enamel paints, and then we embed them inside of hand shaped polymer clay, which is then baked and hand painted and then covered with Mod Podge uh, for protection. And this one is attached to a very heavy chain. Now, I remember in my last stream, I told you guys that I didn't know what this chain was made out of. Um, and I don't. But at least the packaging says it's is nickel free. So for these owl amulets, the chain on them is nickel free. Welcome, Arkek. Welcome, Carito. Welcome. And so let me give you, I think the length on these is 24 inches. So they're meant to be word long, kind of like a wizard thing. But let's see what they look like on Mannequin Skywalker while I get my tape measure. And I'll be able to give you a precise measurement on this owl eye or lechuza eye mal de ojo amulet. Here we go. All right. So this is more or less what it would look like on a person. Ooh. And let me get that tape measure quick. Quick, 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 quick. All right. Put it up for, okay. Let me take a quick measurement and then I'll put them right back. Alrighty. Yeah, so this one is 24 inches long. 24 inches. Alrighty. And so all of our owl pieces are pretty similar. They don't vary as much as our dragon and gator eye pieces, but I'll show you what I have available here. Alrighty. Here's another eye. It appears all the owl eyes have orange eyes. There we go. And here's another owl eye piece. And so I have three of these folks. And so I'm going to run the first one in case anyone wants to snatch one of these owl eyes. And if no one makes a bid, that's okay. I will return to the owl eyes. No worries. Before I log off the stream. By the way, I will be here until 7 o'clock. I have to log off at 7 because I am a host on another stream on YouTube called Earworms, which happens on my husband's channel. My husband is the Wayfarer Project on YouTube, and Earworms is a live stream that talks about music technology, synthesizers. We criticize film scores. We criticize old movies. Today, we're having a very special guest on who is basically rewriting the Last Jedi, and his work is very very interesting. So if you like Star Wars stuff, definitely go check us out. But mostly, and we also bring on guest musicians and guest instrument builders to talk about their art as well. So all independent artists, by the way. All right, we want to support other independent artists. So go check out the Earworms live stream on the Wayfarer Project on YouTube. and we start streaming at 7:15. Again, I'm logging off of Whatnot at 7. So but do catch us then. Anyways, I'm gonna run the owl. I'm going into my shop. Going into my shop. Where are you, Lechusa? Oh, I still have it in this. Okay. Okay. I had it in the mystery box settings. Okay. So, if anyone would like to claim this particular piece, the auction is running. If not, we will move to the next Mal de Ojo category, and we can come back to the owl later if anyone's interested. Oh yeah, Peter. I wish you could catch the stream live. I know it runs pretty late over there in Europe. But if you're having a late night one night and can't sleep, hop on to our stream and we can chat there. I'm the one who monitors the chat on Earworms. Okay, so let's move on to the next category of mal de ojo pieces. Um, let's take another vote. It's up to you guys today. It's up to you today. I want to see people in the chat voting. Okay, so we have dragons, gators, and fish. Shall we start with the dragons, gators, or fish? Please let me know in the chat what category shall I feature next. The dragons, the gators, the fish. Let me know. Oh, I don't see any votes. Please. Those of you who are monitoring the stream on Whatnot or on YouTube, Peter again submits a vote. But folks, Peter Pepper is the only one voting. Let's get more votes. Let's challenge Peter. He wants to see fish next. What do you all think? Shall we feature the fish? Skylar 2000, welcome. Okay, Peter voted twice. And since he's the only one voting, I am going to accommodate him. I am going to put up my fish Maldeojo amulets next. And I have two varieties. And so, yeah, this is going to be an interesting category. Let's start with the more delicate of the fish Maldeojo jewelry. Right. Alrighty, folks. So this is our first fish eye Maldejo amulet. It's made just like the owl eye. This is painted fish tank glass embedded in hand-shaped, hand-painted polymer clay. Again, I can't give you the material of the chain, but it is, at least with these pieces, nickel free. All right, let me give you the length of this chain here. So this is on a 24-inch chain. It's meant to be worn medium long. This is what it looks like on Mannequin Skywalker here. Alrighty. Very nice, right? Very unique. Not as in your face as the owl Maldejo amulet, but it does the job. Very interesting looking. Oh, and there is a little glass bead crystal there. So there's a little bit of a bling happening there. And so these fish eye pieces do vary a bit. So I'm going to run each one individually. I have a blue one, or maybe I'll show off all the varieties, and then if somebody wants to make a bid on a particular one, I shall run the particular one that they want. Okay, so let me show you the other fish eyes in this style. So I have a red fish eye, kind of the eye color of a lot of tropical fish. And the way the clay is painted, I was sure it was some cast metal. That's interesting, Peter. No, it's polymer clay, and we like using metallic or iridescent paint. But yeah, it's interesting that you thought it was cast metal. Cool. All right. And here we have another blue fisheye, although this eye's painted with some blue enamel and kind of some grayish, silverish enamel paint. It's a little bit different from this one. I mean, we can try to repeat pieces all we want, folks, since everything is hand shaped. We can't get them exactly the same, even if we wanted to. So each piece is, by the nature of how we make things, different and unique. Alrighty. So, would anyone like me to run any of the fish eyes you saw? This blue one, the red one, or the grayish blue one? Let me know in the chat, and I will run it. If not, we'll move on to the next category. Well, not the next category, but the next type of fish. I have more fish eyes in a different style, so we'll take a look at those. Alrighty, let's move on to the other type of fisheye we have. Hear me unboxing in the back here. Alright. And let me measure this piece before I put it up on the camera. Okay. These are my favorite fish eyes. But these other fish eyes are pretty cool too. Take a look at that. Again, hand painted fish tank glass embedded in hand shaped, hand painted polymer clay. This is also a 24-inch chain, and towards the back where the clasp is, we have a little fish charm on there. Very cute. I can't tell you what this chain is made out of. It looks like stainless steel. I don't know if the chains we use in these pieces are nickel free, folks. For the owl and the other more delicate fish eyes, they are nickel free, but with this one I do not know. We need to get better at keeping information about our crafting supplies. And so I'm going to put this guy up on Mannequin Skywalker so you could see what it looks like on a person, more or less. And check that out. Check that out. Now, all of the pieces of this variety are very, very similar, so I'm not going to put them all up, but I'll unbox another one here. There are plenty of these to go around. All very similar, except for the eye color. We have a blue one here. This one has a starfish charm. And let me unpack another. Unpacking, unpacking, unpacking. Unpacking. Oh, okay. Here's one that varies a little. This one's a little bigger. It's a big red fish eye on a different type of chain as well. All right. So, before we move on to the next categories, Camper King Takeover, welcome. Let me know if anyone in the chat would like me to run one or more of these fisheye mal de ojo amulets. If not, we'll move on to the next category of mal de ojo amulets. Let me know, let me know. And don't worry, I will be here until 7 o'clock and I will be happy to cycle back on any of these pieces. I will surely be happy to cycle back on any of these pieces later for sure. All right. Before I remove this fisheye, let's take a vote. We have what categories do we have left? We have gators and dragons left on the docket. Which ones shall I run next? Gators or dragons? Let me know. And let's have more than one vote, not just Peter. I want to see more votes, folks. What say you, YouTube? What say you, Whatnot Chat? Let me know. No votes? No votes, folks? We have two choices left, gator or dragons. Gator or dragons? Gator or dragons? Hmm. Okay, since we don't have anyone voting, I'm going to choose Gators first. Let's go with the Gators, which are my local dragons. I live a few minutes away from the Swanee River and they swim in there. So, yes. Yes, yes, they do. Okay. Alrighty. Alrighty. Okay. 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 Let's go with our gators. Our gator Maldejo amulets are definitely one of our more dramatic pieces. All right. Oh, let me get my I need to be able to measure each piece individually because yeah, we kind of eyeballed the chain lengths on these and they all vary greatly. So I have to measure each one individually. Okay, here's our first gator eye amulet. Again, made with painted fish tank glass. This one is about an inch and a half in diameter. It's embedded inside of hand shaped, hand painted polymer clay. This one is very, very flashy. And it's on a kind of anodized um antique bronze chain. Again, I can't give you any details on this metal because I didn't keep any information from the craft store. Should have. We made these a while back, so moving forward, when we do go shopping for craft materials, we shall be more careful about how we file away our materials so we can give you the exact information here on Whatnot. And also for our craft markets, we should know certain details about the materials we use. But in any case, the length, this one is a little longer than 24 inches. So this one can be worn long unless you replace the chain on it if you want to wear it shorter. And this is what it looks like on Mannequin Skywalker. All right. Let me know if anyone wants to make a bid on this piece. I'd be happy to run it. And I'd have to run these individually because they're all very different. The gator eye amulets, that is. Very cool. All right. Let me leave this one here while I grab the next one. Here we have another gator eye piece. This one we have the painted fish tank glass, but we also have um, a piece of copper tape embedded in the glass. I work with electronics. I'm an audio electronics enthusiast, so I have a lot of copper tape laying around. And I like incorporating them into my jewelry pieces as well. And so there you have it. And of course, this fish tank glass, hand painted fish tank glass, is embedded in hand shaped, hand painted polymer clay. It's on this antique bronze color chain. Again, don't ask me what it's made out of. With these pieces, I don't know, folks. I can't even tell you if it's nickel free. And again, in the future, we will be more careful when we source our craft materials, um, and file away the materials in a way that we know what we're working with. You live and you learn. All right. So I'm going to switch this guy up with the guy on Mannequin Skywalker. This one's on the shorter chain. This one's about 20 inches long. It's a little bit shorter. Let's switch them out. Switching them out. And this is what she looks like on Mannequin Skywalker here. Would anyone like me to run this piece? Let me know. And let's see another variation of this piece. We have a few. We have a brown gator eye here. This one has a nice copper inlay there. And we have a dark green, kind of coppery gator eye there. And this gator eye has a very sleepy vibe happening. We have a pretty green gator eye with another flashy copper inlay in there. We have a yellow gator eye, very flashy piece. And we have one blue gator eye here. Cool beans. Okay, so would anyone like me to run any of these gator eyes? All right, so then I'm going to show off the last category, our dragon eyes. Now, I have a few types of dragon eyes, but today I'm going to focus on the remaining zodiac dragon eyes that I have left. Um, Now, no worries, because um, I will start crafting more of these dragon eye pieces. They seem to be very popular. Um, uh, I have a set of eyes to make some fire signs, or maybe this could also be. Isn't Leo a fire sign? This looks like a Leo to me. Um, and I have another set of eyes for water signs. This can work for Cancer, Pisces in certain contexts. If the chain I weave for it um, works for Pisces. Um, Larifas, welcome. I have some helm chains that that I wove a while back. Let me show you those that can be paired with these dragon eyes and these dragon eyes. Let me show you. Let's see. So here's a helm chain that I wove that will certainly work. Endal 2025, welcome. This is one that will work with the of course the blue dragon eyes. And I have if I use these helm chain with the orange piece, then definitely it's giving me a Leo vibe. All right, like so. So I'll put these pieces together. Um, not gonna make any promises about having them ready for next Sunday. I have a few projects um, on the docket that I have to finish first, but if there's a demand for it, I will make sure that both of those pieces are ready for next Sunday. But only if there is if somebody wants to buy them. Uh, Tink Tink, if you are in the chat somewhere or are watching somewhere, I still have to work on repairing that Pisces fisheye, Pisces zodiac dragonite fisheye. Um, you expressed an interest in crystals, so I think I know how I'm going to repair them for you. So cool. All right, but these are new pieces that I'm going to put together at some point, but I can expedite the making of these, the completing of these pieces if anyone calls for it. So otherwise, I got to work on some cigar box guitars, which I hope to bring to Whatnot soon, folks. All right. Okay, so without any further ado, let's look at my Zodiac Dragon Eyes, at least the ones that I have left. These have been very popular both in craft markets and here on Whatnot, so I do not have many of them left, but I'll show off the ones that I do have. So here we go. Good night, Peter. Thank you so much for joining me in the chat. Um, really appreciated your company here tonight. Have a good night and have a good day at work tomorrow. Ciao. Okay? Okay, so we're going to start off with fire signs first. Um, just because that's what I have. Let's start off with an Aries zodiac dragon eye piece. This is my last Aries, folks. And I don't have any other fire signs left either. I have to make more of these. These are constructed like the other pieces. We have a painted fish tank glass embedded in hand-shaped, hand-painted polymer clay, and these are hand-woven chainmail pieces. All right, this is a helm weave that I've selected for this piece. It has a little piece of sparkly glass there, a glass bead there. And these are meant to be worn short, not like a choker, but more like a collarbone piece. And I'm going to put them on Mannequin Skywalker so you could see what they look like. And these really are creepy. They do stare back. They certainly do fulfill the promise of my de ojo jewelry. There we go. So let's see what he looks like on Mannequin Skywalker. And on this piece, I did make a hand. I did make a the findings by hand on this piece. Okay, so that's what she looks like. This Aries zodiac dragon eye. That's what she looks like on Mannequin Skywalker there. And if anyone's interested, I can run this one. Let me know. I'm gonna go and grab the next Zodiac Dragon Eye Chainmail piece. And here, this is my favorite. We have a Gemini. I love the eyes on this Gemini. Again, hand painted fish tank glass embedded in hand shaped, hand painted polymer clay. And I love the chainmail weave on this. This is Byzantine weave that I made with two tones of anodized aluminum rings, which really enhances the pattern. Byzantine, a tight Byzantine weave like this one, is my favorite. And it looks difficult to execute Byzantine weave, but actually, it's one of the easiest chainmail weaves to achieve, believe it or not. It's often called beginner's delight or fool's delight. But I love it because it's beautiful. Lisa Robb, welcome. All right, let's see. And this one also has a little glass bead in between the eyes that stare back. And so I used craft store findings on this one. Let's see what she looks like on Mannequin Skywalker. And again, this one is excuse me, not Pisces, Gemini eye. And these are meant to be worn short. Again, not like a choker, but more like a collarbone type piece. And that's what she looks like on Mannequin Skywalker. And that does its job as Maldejo jewelry. Alrighty. If anyone would like me to run this one, let me know in the chat and I shall run it. If not, we'll move on and we'll come back to it if anyone desires. Alrighty. The next two pieces I'm going to show are a little darker than the other ones, and they're Capricorns. This is a Capricorn dragon eye. This piece was constructed with the intention of Capricorn, and it has a loose Byzantine weave made with pure copper jump rings, which will tarnish over time. If you want the antique copper look, you can allow it to tarnish as you wear it. But if you want more of the Statue of Liberty um, tarnished look, you're going to have to tarnish it with a chemical you buy from the craft store. I don't know what it's called, but that's what you need for that type of tarnishing. But if you want to keep it this shiny copper penny color, you could simply clean it with silver cleaner and maintain the original tone and luster that way. Let's see what Capricorn looks like on Mannequin Skywalker, and I made the findings for this one. This is made of argentium wire because that's argentium, excuse me, plated wire because that's what I had available, and that will not tarnish on you. Alrighty. So Gemini makes way for Capricorn. All right. And this one's a little heavier than the other pieces because the jump rings are made out of copper, which is much heavier than aluminum, the anodized aluminum. And this is what it will look like more or less on a person. Definitely a darker piece than the other ones. Shop with Jadib. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. All right. So let me fish out the last Zodiac Dragon Eye piece that I have available, and it is also a Capricorn. All right. Take a look at this one. This one is definitely a meanie. Definitely a meanie. This one features a loose Byzantine weave made with anodized aluminum rings. Let's see what she looks like on Mannequin Skywalker. Here we go. Just switching them out. And I made the findings on this one as well. Yeah, this one is definitely a darker piece than the others. All right. And if anyone's interested, I can run any of the Zodiac Dragon Eyes that you saw today. Just let me know in the chat and I will run them for you. Not a problem. Now, I wish I had more of these Dragon Eye pieces. The two that I have left require repair. They've been back and forth between many craft markets, and yeah, they these two pieces did not fare well. The Pisces piece, I'm repairing a Pisces piece for Tink Tink. Um, McDeal, welcome. But I also have this other piece that I'd like to repair, and it's a Gemini Dragon Eye with the eyes. These eyes are painted in a different color to represent the sign. Welcome, little birds. And so this one needs repair. And once I repair it, I'll run it here on Whatnot. It features a kind of hybrid Byzantine weave here made with anodized aluminum and pure copper rings. And for that reason, it's a little bit heavier than the other pieces. All of my pure copper pieces are a little bit heavier than my other ones. But you could see where it needs repair. This one, during the back and forth of a market, lost two of its horns. So I have to figure out how to repair those horns or maybe modify the piece with crystals and stuff to um, mitigate those breaks there. Again, these are made out of baked polymer clay. Alrighty. Okay, folks, so I'm going to go ahead and take a 5-minute break, and I will be back to show off the pieces again for anyone who wants to make a bid. I will be here up until 7, and then I have to log off and go to the Earworms live stream on YouTube because I am a co host there. Um, And by the way, if you're interested in Star Wars stuff, which is what we're talking about today on Earworms, um, go to the Wayfarer Project on YouTube and look for the Earworms live stream, which should start at 7:15. Okay, so just going to take a little break. BRB. Sorry for taking a little longer than 5 minutes, folks. I thought about it for a moment. I was hungry, ravenous actually, and I popped an empanada into the air fryer and inhaled it. And I had to do that because after the stream, I have to run over to my husband's stream on YouTube, Earworms. And so, very little time to have a little snack before, and the Earworms live stream, that could be a 3 hour thing. So I took a little moment to fill my belly. I hope you don't mind. Anyway, I'm going to run all of the mal de ojo pieces that I showed previously, but I'll run them backwards. I'll start with the dragon eyes and then move back to the gators and then move back to the fish eyes and then move back with the pieces that we started, the owl eyes. And during the process of showing off all of the pieces, you are interested in me running one, let me know in the chat. And saying hello to those of you still watching on YouTube. Thank you for being here. And please feel free to ask me questions. I know that a lot of you haven't heard of this platform, whatnot, but it's a fun, interesting platform. And so, yeah, feel free to ask questions about that or about the pieces that I'm showing off. It's like, oh, what the heck are you doing, Liza? You build cigar box guitars. Why are you showing off jewelry on YouTube? Well, I'm a maker. Um, and over time, if you've explored my channel a little bit, you'll see that, I dabble in many things, as do all artists, by the way. Um, and so anyone, at least anyone who creates honestly, you start exploring stuff in one vein and then it takes you here and takes you there and takes you there. It's hard to categorize what you do as an artist when you really let creativity flow and take you where it needs to go. um, but in any case, um, let let me let me bring up my pieces in reverse order. Here we go. All right, so we ended the last segment with these Capricorn Zodiac Dragon Eye featuring hybrid Byzantine weave. Before I remove this piece from Mannequin Skywalker, would anyone like me to run this piece? Let me know in the chat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I will bring back another piece. Here we go. Here we have another Capricorn. All my Capricorns kind of turn out scary. I wonder why that is. Is the universe trying to tell me something? I don't know. What do you guys think in the chat? Um, I am an earth sign too, so anyway, can you guess which earth sign I am? I'm not a Capricorn. Let's put him on Mannequin Skywalker here. Take a guess. So this is what this Capricorn Zodiac Dragon Eye looks like on Mannequin Skywalker. This features a loose Byzantine weave, mostly made with pure copper jump rings, which tarnish over time But if you like the antique copper look, you just let them tarnish. Or if you like the Statue of Liberty tarnish look, you need to dip these in a chemical. You can buy it in the craft market. Excuse me, not craft market, in the craft, any craft store. Um, but if you like them to maintain this shiny copper penny color, um, you can simply buy silver polish, and that will help you maintain them in that shiny, lustery tone. Alrighty, keep moving backwards. Let me bring back my Gemini, which is my favorite of the batch that I have left. I gotta make more of these Zodiac Dragon Eyes. I enjoy making them. Um, and people like looking at them. When you see this sitting on a mannequin at a craft market, you can't help but stop and look. So they're definitely showstoppers. Even to people don't buy them. They bring people into my tent. So this one is a Gemini, featuring a tight Byzantine weave, my favorite, in two tones of anodized aluminum. And let's see what she looks like on Mannequin Skywalker. There she is. All right. So if anyone would like me to run this one, let me know in the chat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, Chaito folks, I'm gonna bring on the Aries Dragon Eye that I have in my box here. This is the Aries, featuring a helm weave. Let's see what she looks like on Mannequin Skywalker once again. And yes, these are meant to be worn short like a collarbone piece, not like a choker. That's what the weave looks like on a person. And yes, the perfect Maldejo jewelry stares back, folks. And so, before we move on to the Gator Eye Maldejo amulets, let me know if anyone would like me to run this one. All right, I'll run it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, no takers. All right. Again, I'll bring anything back that anyone wants me to run, but I'm going to move on to the next category for now, which is our Gatorite amulets. So let's move on to the Gators. Damalis, welcome. All right. So I'm bringing back my Gator Mal de Ojo amulets again. All of my Gator Mal de Ojo amulets. This is painted fish tank glass with a copper inlay. Thank you, Damalis. I'm glad you enjoy it. Tina Coda, welcome. La Toxica, welcome back. Cool beans. All right. And so, Shugavery, welcome. And so, thank you, Damalis. I appreciate that. And it's embedded in hand shaped, hand painted polymer clay on an antiqued brass chain, although I can't tell you folks exactly what this chain is made out of. Again, I have to get better, or me and my mom, we both have to get better at La Toxica. Thank you so much. You are the best. You are the best. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. La Toxica. Thank you. Damalis, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate that. Anyways, me babbling on. Let's see. Okay. Let me know how everything arrives for you, La Toxica. If anything at all arrives damaged, I want to know. And I will send you another piece if anything arrives damaged. But I'm also very excited to see how everything arrives at your door. So let me know. Let me know. All right, let's see what he looks like on Mannequin Skywalker. Oh, and let me give you the chain length on this piece. It is about 20 inches in length, kind of a medium length chain. Again, I can't tell you if this particular chain is nickel free, folks. I need to get better at shopping for and storing my craft materials and in the right categories, in an organized way so that I can give you precise information about every aspect of every piece. La Toxica, I am so excited that you are excited. And so if anyone likes any of the pieces that I'm showing, let me know and I will run it for you. All right? Again, let me know in the chat. I'll run a piece if you like it. And so I'm going to bring up other gator eyes so you guys can take a look at them. They all have similar construction, but since they're all handmade, hand painted, they're all slightly different. All right, so we have a blue gator eye here. Blue gator eye. And someone earlier in my YouTube chat mentioned, I can't believe that those aren't cast metal pieces. No, these are absolutely polymer clay, baked polymer clay, and I can prove it. There's the clay. That's what the clay looks like in the back. So yeah, these are not these are not cast metal. They're absolutely polymer clay, hand shaped, hand painted. And so here's a blue gator eye. Let me know if anyone's interested in the blue. And here is kind of a golden gator eye. This one is very flashy. Big amulet, by the way. All of these gator eyes are about uh, 1.5 to 2 inches in diameter. And we have a green gator eye with a flashy copper inlay in there. I always have a lot of copper tape available because I dabble with audio electronics. If you go to my YouTube channel, you can check out some of my work in that area. But here we have some of that flashy copper tape repurposed into a jewelry piece. All right. And let's take a look at another gator eye. My cat is dying to come into my office, so if you hear scratching or a cat yelling in the background, that's why. She's very upset that I've locked the door on her. And so here's a sleepy gator eye, Mal de Ojo amulet. Again, at any point, if anyone would like me to run any of these pieces, let me know. All right. And here we have kind of a coppery gator eye. This one's very, very flashy. Love the paint on this one. Can anyone guess what type of enamel paint we use to paint the eyes? Take a guess. Take a guess. And let's see the last one in this batch. Here we go. Here's a brown gator eye. Sparkly brown eye with a copper inlay. There you have it. All right. Now, if anyone wants me to run any of my gator eyes at one point, let me know and I shall. But for now, while we're waiting, um, for someone to call out for gators or dragons, let's move to fish. Yes, I got fish eyes today, folks. Mal de ojo, fish eyes. All right. Oh, yes. And we got two types of fish eyes, La Toxica. We got round fish eyes and teardrop fish eyes. Which one shall I put up first? Let's take a vote. Round or teardrop? Round or teardrop? Let me know in the chat. What do you guys think on YouTube? Round or teardrop? Any votes? Any votes? Any votes? Water signs out there? I want your votes. Teardrop. Okay, Damalis, you got it. All right. So let's take a look at my teardrop mal de ojo fish eyes. And the construction is the same as the gator eyes. They're hand painted fish tank glass embedded in polymer clay, and we have little crystals on these as well. I can't give you the chain material, but with this batch, we know that these are nickel free chains. At least with this batch, we know. All right. Don't know the metal, but we know that they're nickel free because the package says so. And so the length of this chain is 24 inches. Let's see what she looks like on Mannequin Skywalker. And that's what these look like on the mannequin. Thank you, La Toxica. I really appreciate that. We have these teardrop fish eyes in a few colors. So we have them in red, and we have them in orange, like tropical fish. And I have another blue one in the batch, but since they're all handmade, they all vary a little. And this one has a little more silver in it, and it's more green on the scale side. We have one in purple, Kind of a purplish, grayish fish eye. So water signs, we're setting you up right here. Here we have another red fish eye. And let's see. I think I have more fish eyes somewhere. I had them. I had more fish eyes. I found them recently. Here. I wonder where I put them. Fish eyes, where are you? I'll find them later. And so we also have round fish eyes, which are closer to the Turkish evil eye look here. Now, this one, I can't give you any information on the chain. It is also 24 inches long. I think it's stainless steel, but again, I don't know what this chain is made out of, so I cannot tell you for certain if it's nickel free. So for this batch, sorry folks, I can't tell you if it's nickel free for this one. This one, yes. This one, I don't know. And close to the finding, this one has a little fish charm. So let's put this one on Mannequin Skywalker. And at any point, folks, let me know if you would like me to run any of the eye amulets you see here. And I'd be happy to go back to any of the gator or dragon eyes if you are interested. Right. And so here we got the fish eye on Mannequin Skywalker. And let's see. She looks like that. And it does what it's supposed to. It stares back. So if you know anyone that embodies the green-eyed monster, you can get one of these and reverse their curses. Or just stay away from them. Stay away from negative people. That's more effective than any mal de ojo jewelry you can get. But these are still cool though. Alrighty. So I have these variations in different eye colors too. I have one in a blue eye. And I have one in a red eye that's slightly bigger. And I can unpack more of these if you're interested in seeing these variations. Alrighty, now we're gonna move on backwards to the owl eyes. Welcome, Natalie. Welcome. All right, let's look at the owl eyes. They're all so unique, it's hard to choose. Thank you, Damalise. Thank you. That makes me feel good. Makes me feel good. Wait till you see the lechuza eyes. They are big. They are hooty. But they're pretty too. Let's bring on the lechuza. Let's see. Here are our owl mal de ojo eyes. They're big. They stare back. And they're blingy. This chain is heavy, folks. Don't ask me what the metal is, but in this batch, it is nickel free. That I do know for certain. It is a heavy chain, this one. Let me give you the chain length. I think it's 24 inches, but I always gotta remeasure because I forget. Let me see here. Yep. Lechusa is 24 inches. And he's made like the other pieces, folks. Here we have painted fish tank glass, hand painted, of course. How much are the owl eyes? Well, I'm starting the auctioning off at $7. If you're interested, I can run this piece if you'd like. And again, hand painted polymer clay, hand shaped. Let's see what she looks like on Mannequin Skywalker. And they're meant to be worn a little long, being 24 inches in length. Maybe not that long in a person. This mannequin isn't exactly to scale. Alrighty. All right. I'm starting them at 7, but if you want to make another offer, let me know in the chat and I'll run it starting at another number. I'm willing to make a deal. Let me know if you're interested. Let me show you now. The all of the owl eyes are very similar, so I'll show them off here, but I'll leave this one on Mannequin Skywalker. I got 2 more owl eyes, and again, they're similar to the one on the mannequin. And here's the other one. This one's for some reason is a little bigger. Again, with handmade things, even when you try to repeat a piece, you can't get them perfectly the same because you're making them by hand. You're not a machine. So this one is like a surprised owl. Alrighty. Thank you, La Toxica. Well, folks, if you're interested, let me do this. Let me do this just so I don't put anyone on the spot. I'm gonna run them all, and we'll work backwards. We're gonna start with this lechusa eye or owl eye. Starting auction. Bloop. And let's run it, folks. Running it, running it. Definitely a statement piece. She's definitely a statement piece. And so are the other owl eyes. But this one, again, it's a little, this one's my favorite. They're all a little different, and this one's my favorite. Oh, you could hear my cat in the background. She's done. My cat, Inga, loves hanging out in my office. And when I close my office to do a stream, she gets extremely angry and she's yelling at me from behind the door. So that's what she does. All right. And so I'll run the next owl. Ooh, the surprised owl. Here we go. These chains are thick and they're heavy. Yeah, these are not the delicate pieces. All right, running this guy, folks. Running him, running him. And that's what she looks like. And so, okay, she stopped scratching at my door, so I think she got tired of trying to get into the office. Oh no, she's still there. She's still there. I'll let her in towards the end of the stream so you guys can meet her. My cat Inga. She's a little baby that does not take no for an answer. So. All right, let's run the last of the lechuza batch. Here we go. Alrighty. There you have it. Okay, running the last owl piece. Whoa, it's 710? Oh, folks, it's 710. Grr. I'm supposed to be on earworms starting at 7:15. Let me pop next door into my husband's office and ask him if the stream he's waiting on is running late, because if they are, I could stay on a little longer. If not, I'm gonna have to say goodbye for today, folks. I'll leave Lechuza on there for a moment. I will be right back in just a few seconds. Okay. It looks like the earworms live stream is going to start a little late, so I could stay on a little longer. Okay. So moving onward. Moving onward. Let's see the fish eyes again. Yay! Thanks, Latoxica. Oh. Okay. Let's work backwards from the fish eyes. We have the round fish eyes. I will run this baby and with the round fish eye with the fish charm on it. For anyone who's interested, feel free to make a bid starting now. I think it started. Okay, no, it hasn't started. There we go. Alrighty. So if you're interested in this guy, feel free to make a bid. Wait, am I running the right? Let me see. Hold the phone. I'm not running the right category here. Grr. Okay. No, don't do that. Stop. Stop. Okay. Sorry, I ran this auction on the wrong category. Round fish eyes start at $4, folks. There you go. So that's for this round fish eye. And running it while I can. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'll run the other fish eyes I have in a different color. I have this blue fish eye for anyone who is interested. And I'm starting these babies at $4, folks. Okay. And this one has a starfish charm on it. Let me show it to you. Whoop. Starfish charm in the back. Just a little detail like that. Three, two, one. Okay. And now I have a big orange fisheye of the round variety. And this one has a seashell charm in the back. The chain on this one is a little bit longer than the other one. It does seem like it's 24 inches. All right. So just running these quickly, folks, to give anyone an opportunity to grab them while I'm here on the live. And that's what she looks like on Mannequin Skywalker. There we go. Five, four, three, two, one. Okay, now I'm gonna run the teardrop fish eyes. Let me pull up that category. I think that was from the mystery box category that I made last week. Yeah, definitely. All right. Oh no, but wait. No, I want to pin this. Pin it. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Let me move on to the teardrop fish eyes, which I'm starting at $7, folks. Here's the first one I'm going to place on Mannequin Skywalker. And this is what she looks like. And we have them in different colors, in purple, in red, in orange. I'm surprised I don't have any green ones. Well, let's start the auction on this one. Feel free to grab it if you like it. All right. These are the teardrop fish eyes. All right. And now I'm going to replace that one. Excuse me. With a purple one. Purple grayish one. And I shall run it for a few seconds for anyone who wants to make a bid on it, starting at $7, folks. This is what she looks like. And this batch is using nickel-free chains. Alrighty, let me put up the red fisheye. Or one of the reds. I have two red fish eyes in this teardrop shape. Here we go. Here we go. They do stare back. This one's a little more refined than the other, this design is. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Let me put up my other teardrop fish eyes in case anyone would like to snatch them on the way out here. Here I have another blue one. Another blue Christmas without you. Here we go. I know, it's a little early for Christmas. There we go. A blue fisheye. Five, four, three, two, one. Okay, gonna put up an orange fisheye in case anyone wants to pick it up. Orange fisheye. All right. Starting the auction on orange fisheye. Here we go. Hintra, welcome, welcome. We're just auctioning off these handmade teardrop fisheye mal de ojo amulets. And just giving everyone some time to claim one if they desire. Alrighty. And I'm going to place the last teardrop fisheye mal de ojo amulet on the mannequin and run it, folks. I'm so sorry to be in a hurry. At any point now, my husband could call me into the earworms live stream, and so running a little overtime here. I was supposed to end the stream at 7, but since I have a little more time, I'm gonna continue until I can't no more. Here we go. Here we have a red mal de ojo fisheye amulet, handmade, fish tank glass, polymer clay, on a nickel-free chain. Again, not all of my chains are nickel-free. It's just with these batch, folks. I will let you know if I know for sure whether something is nickel-free or not. Okay. Alrighty. And so, continue to go backwards. We did the owl eyes, the dragon eyes. We've done the fish eyes. Okay. Now I have left to bring back the gator eyes. And then after that, folks, I've gone through everything that I showcased today. And if you weren't able to make a bid tonight, you could always send me a message and I will post it up on my profile, and you can buy it offline if you desire. Okay, so okay, so here we go. Let's run these gator eyes again. I wait a second. I already ran my gator eyes. Okay, we went backwards. Okay, so everything has been run twice. So folks, I'm gonna go ahead and log off. I really appreciate everyone who came in today. Thank you so much for supporting my Whatnot channel and my YouTube channel. Um, so Whatnotters, if you're curious about what other art I'm involved in, go to my YouTube channel and search for my username Psyche Opera on there, and you will find the other type of art I'm involved in. YouTubers, um, feel free to make a Whatnot account and follow me here on Whatnot, where I feature handmade jewelry and I feature my handmade cigar box guitars, hopefully, if I can get the shipping to work, um, and get the insurance for the shipping and all that good stuff worked out. I will be selling my cigar box guitars on here as well. And so, if you're interested in that sort of thing, um, you know, follow me on Whatnot or subscribe to my channel on YouTube. All right, folks, thank you so much for being here. Megatron, I'm sorry you caught me at the end of the stream, but hello. Have a pleasant evening, and I hope you can join me in the Earworms live stream on YouTube at the Wayfarer Project channel. Today, we shall be talking about a rewrite of The Last Jedi. Tune in if you can, folks. Chaito.